Welcome back to the Your Gym BFF Training Podcast. I'm your host, Yusuf Richardson, and today's episode is why you haven't lost weight. You may try your absolute damn best, and you might even get in touch with the best trainer on the entire planet, the coolest, smartest, most handsome, and humble, your boy, and you may still fail. How crazy is that? I have quite a lot of failures in my training program, actually, based on everything we've talked about when we first met. Like, they'll tell me I'm super serious about it. Then they'll sign the affirmations. Yes, I agree to not give up. Yes, I won't quit on myself. Yes, I will try and get better and better every day. And they still quit. You want to know what it is? I have 2 or 3 different examples I can give you. One is some fuckface named Josh. He was one of the only refunds I've given this year. And Josh, when we first met, let me know he needed to lose about 35 pounds before his wedding. And he says, I am really committed to this. I've hired coaches in the past, all bodybuilding type coaches who told me to track macros. And whenever I would weigh over my rice and it was too much and not the right amount that I was told, I would just toss it and eat like crap. And when I met him, I was like, that's a ridiculous mindset, man. Holy cow, like, you sound like a girl. And I said this to him with a straight face. I was like, dude, you're tripping for no reason. Why are you complicating? It's not, I'm unlovable. I'm not. You do realize every self-sabotage moment and like you deciding to quit is like just you being, I'm unlovable. I deserve to go back into the hole that I came from. I don't deserve this future version of me. I'm gonna pop off. So I talked to him and I said, listen, man, I'll teach you how to eat. I'll teach you the way. I'll show you how I eat. And I think that I've had somewhat of your mindset before when I was more ignorant and I didn't trust myself and I didn't like give myself enough credit. And he goes, all right, man, like, let's do it. Like, let's start training. I'll take it seriously. Like, I'm really committed. I want to learn how to eat. I teach him how to eat. Okay, man, sounds good. I'm going to do that. Wow, this is so simple. Wow, I feel like I can really talk to you. Wow, I feel like this, I might be able to do it. Yeah. And this fucker, not even 1 week, texts me, oh, bro, I just ate pizza. I just had pizza. I feel like offing myself. Literally, he says, I feel like offing myself because I just had pizza, bro. I'm such a pathetic disappointment. I got off of a flight when I got this text. And I responded, I'm like, yo, oh my gosh, what's going on, bro? I sent him a message. My gosh, Josh, get a fucking grip. And then you know what he says? Nothing. My message doesn't get delivered. 6 hours go by. I'm like back at my parents' house visiting them. In the bathroom. Bing! Light bulb went off. Where's Josh? He hasn't responded to me. He's like a new client. And I just texted him some gold. Like, wake up. What are you doing, bro? Like, get back on track. And he goes, no response. Nothing. I checked my message. Still hasn't delivered. I text my girlfriend at the time. Can you check this guy's Instagram and see if it's still active? Because I can't find it. Wonder why his Instagram's gone. Fucker blocked me. Blocked me. He doesn't know I have 2 phones. You already know I called him off the second phone. In fact, I have video proof of it. There's a TikTok of me calling him off my other number. He picks up, hello? Josh, it's Yusuf. Please don't tell me you were scared because you ate some pizza or something. He goes, hello? And I'm like, Josh, it's me. Boop, boop, boop. I'm like, whoa, what? Did you just, wait a second. So you blocked me over you eating pizza. What the fuck is that? And he goes, text me later. Hey, I'm coaching a baseball game right now. Like, can't talk right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I posted the TikTok of him because I knew he was out. I call bullshit. You blocked me. I post it. He still follows me on TikTok. Hey, by the way, man, he says, I didn't think it was really professional how you called me and put me on blast like that. That's funny, bitch. That's real fucking funny. I don't want to work with someone who fucking blocks me because they're such a sad piece of shit. They eat pizza and they think the way for them to respond is to crawl back in that little bitch asshole they came from, leave the space of possibility where they just said, I'm going to set my goal higher. I'm going to elevate and I'm going to learn. I'm not going to be a little bitch anymore. Goes right back in. Hey, man, I didn't really like it how it's not very professional how you posted me like that. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. hey man, it's not really nice and professional how you posted that. I don't want to work with someone like you anymore. Do you think I couldn't figure that out by you blocking me? Stupid fuck. So Josh's problem, not my problem. No, I'm right. I called him a bitch. I'm right. All right, go with me. Go along. I call him a little bitch. I know I'm right. I helped him out as best I can, and we opened with a positive honesty expectation. We set that. We were like, we're gonna be honest. He's like, yeah, man, I feel like I can really talk to you. Apparently not, stupid bitch. So he fucking says, I don't really feel like working anymore. After we said we were gonna talk, we were gonna be honest with each other. Only refund I've ever given this year, only one, is I did it because I cursed in our first messages. I'm gonna give you a hint as to how I cursed. I didn't curse at him. Actually, I cursed at both of us. I cursed in a brotherly, affectionate way, and I said, he said, man, I really feel like I can talk to you. I say, yeah, man, anyone who thinks it's more complicated than this is just a little, and I didn't say the B word. I used a different word. It was a more hateful word. And I said, I'm a real one. I'm gonna tell you how it is. He goes, I love that, man. Thanks so much. Crawls back in his little bitch asshole. It's your fault. I don't like the way you really, Josh. You think I'm the fucking problem? You think I'm the problem? You think this is a problem? Natural, all whole food. You think this is the problem? And you don't think it's your little weak bitch ass mindset of you going, I don't deserve it because this future version of me, he requires too much energy. He requires another level of accountability and focus in order for him to achieve his goals. I don't really feel like doing that. I'm not willing to pay that price. And instead of collaborating with me and being like, what do I need to do, man? Well, like, I did this. Like, just will you please not leave me? Can you all guess how many clients have told me they've cheated on their diet? It's like a whole section of my TikTok is, I got a text from a client who cheated on his diet. I get one every week. I fell off. I went off hard, blah, blah, blah. Each time, except for one person he needed like a different take. Everyone else, I have always opened up a space of, thank you for telling me. This is powerful. This is the moment that you say, it's again, I ran into my me again who wants to come back out, who I don't want to bring this future version of me. Each time a client tells me, I ran into them again. I quit again. I gave up again. Great. Right back on it. You do not crawl back in the hole. You do not think that you're worth less. I'd be willing to bet Josh hasn't lost a fucking pound since quitting. You know why? Karma. And also, think about it. Someone who is so scared and such a little bitch emotionally and has no emotional resilience of, I'm going to get the fuck back on it. You think he fucking made it? You think he's going to fucking make it somehow? Without being a slave to his little bitch-ass stomach? No. Fucking doubt it. Guarantee you he's gained weight. Guarantee it. That's story number one. Bitch-ass Josh chose survival and fear, crawling back into the hole, instead of collaboration and honesty. All of what you want, you're about to find, is basically on the other side of collaboration and honesty and support. But you can't get there if you're not willing to be honest and support yourself. You like that shit? Story number two. Had a client text me. Dude, I just want to let you know, I got sick last week. I lost some weight. He's 290, all right? This guy's 298 when we started. Big boy. Eats junk food, eats fast food, addicted to it, hasn't eaten real food, doesn't cook, doesn't want to do groceries, doesn't want to think about it. In fact, he hired me and said, I don't want to cook, and I want to think nothing of it. And I said, that's not going to work. On the other side of you getting better at cooking and managing your fridge and kitchen better is you knowing how to eat for yourself. You don't skip that step. Doesn't happen. You can try and like piece your way to it and build step by step, but you can't just avoid it and say, I don't want to get better at this. You're 290, bro. You're 290. How's that working for you so far? So he woke up. He said, okay, got it. Just going to get better and eat whole foods. Just going to get better and eat whole foods, get rid of the junk. 2 weeks in, down some weight, get sick, still down some weight. Next week, dude, I fell off. I ate some bullshit. Him, the first time he texted me that, I said, are you taking this as seriously as I am? On what planet are you eating like crap? Where is that the option? You just said you wanted to get better. Where does movie theater popcorn and Reese's Pieces come in, or Reese's come in? Yeah, I paid the price of the tummy ache. Of course you did. 1 week later, he sends me a text. 2 weeks later, actually. locked back in. He got sick. He says, you know, I got to the gym today and I told myself I was not going to leave until I did my workout and I did 10,000 steps. Rest of his message goes, I finished my main workout and then I saw I still had to finish calves, finish my last primary workout. I felt like leaving. I really didn't want to go. But then I said, just do it. He does it, hits it, gets on the treadmill. Remember, he said he wasn't going to get off until he hit 10,000 steps. At 20 minutes, he negotiates with himself, get off. At 30 minutes, he negotiates with himself to get off. At 45 minutes, he negotiates with himself to get off. He does not get off until he hits 10,000 steps. And you know what he says to me? This was one of the first times that I didn't feel like a giant waste of space. Banger! Banger, baby! That's it! That's the one! I said, this is the best text message I have ever gotten, because what I heard was this dialogue of I'm going to quit, I'm going to give up, I'm going to set the bar lower, no one's going to know. He could check off on the app that he did to work out. He could fuck with me. But who would he really be cheating? I said, this is the best text I've ever gotten professionally because I can relate to it more than anything. This same voice in his head that was negotiating before, that was saying, have the popcorn, have the Reese's, get off, skip the workout, go home. Instead, it started setting the bar higher for him, and it left him with what? The decision or choice to move forward or not, do the workout or not, skip. And only one person is going to know if you skip, and it's you. And guess who's a little bitch if they skip? You. Guess who lives in a feeling of wasted space taken up on this planet if they skip? You. And you know who didn't skip? This motherfucker. That's a real motherfucker right there. Hardest text I've ever gotten. I said, dude, this is literally like all of the junk food cravings you have that just come out of your mind, that just spawn out of nowhere. They're now creating thoughts. Your mind is now creating thoughts. Instead of destroying you, it's trying to challenge you, and it's trying to forge you. It's trying to give you difficult things. Your mind is no longer reaching for the easy thing, because the easy thing always leaves us feeling worse afterwards. It makes us feel like a waste of space. But when you do the hard thing back for you, and you made that commitment to you about what you're going to do for you, banger. Bangers all day. Progress bangers. All progress bangers. Third story. I had a girl, this is more tactical. Actually, I have two stories. One is, I had a girl text me, horrible skin condition flared up. She's been dealing with all her life. Blisters head to toe. She's lost like 15 pounds since working with me, but then she got sidelined for like 2 months. MIA, totally gone. And I knew she had a skin condition. She told me that, hey, I'm dealing with this. I just don't know what I can do right now. Like, the sun actually hurts my skin. And she sets up a call with me. She goes, hey, I want to talk. Can we talk sometime soon? I'm like, fucking right now. Let's go. Call me. What's up? She goes, I just want to replan. You know, I eat whole foods. She's a rare exception where I believe she's about 40 pounds overweight. And she actually eats whole foods. She legitimately eats whole foods. Right now, she lives in the Dominican Republic. She doesn't eat junk food. She eats primarily a little bit of meat, no vegetables, and carbohydrates. Plantains, yuca, potatoes, stews, all that stuff. Carbohydrate and meat-based stuff. And she's like, well, I'm eating this way, but I'm getting stuck again. And like, what am I doing wrong? I am eating whole foods. And I walked her through her diet. And I said, well, what are you doing? What's the morning like? Carbohydrate, some natural carbohydrate. Not necessary. Should eat a protein instead. It's just more filling and it doesn't go towards your fat. It goes towards your muscle and your lean mass. So I'm like, okay, well, you're not eating protein for breakfast. And if you're eating the first thing, I would eat protein like meat, eggs. That's what I would do. Oh, okay, cool. Lunch. What are you eating for lunch? A little bit of meat and a little bit of carbohydrate, yuca or plantain or something like that. And it's usually that's the majority of the plate is like the carbohydrate and a little bit of protein. That's an easy one. I said, do you know why that this isn't working for you right now and why you're not losing weight? She goes, why? It's the composition of the food that you're eating. This is the final level of like really mastering diet. First you get off junk food, then you go into like whole food optimization. She goes and says, well, what's wrong with eating carbohydrates at the middle of the day? It's not priority. It's literally the least essential nutrient for you right now. More essential nutrition would be protein and fat. And I like adding another food group or nutrient, quote unquote, in there, which is vegetable. I call vegetable a nutrient just because it's generally very low carb and it's full of micronutrients and it takes up a lot of space. So I said, you're having a carbohydrate and protein. What if you instead, one, increase your protein a little bit, added a vegetable, a handful of vegetable, what I would qualify as a vegetable is like carrots, broccoli, leafy greens, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, vegetables. Fucking, you know what vegetables are. Not high carbohydrate vegetables, just basic, simple vegetables. So once you add more meat, then put in vegetables. And by this point, now your body's running off pure good stuff. Instead, if you were to have a carbohydrate and no vegetable, the carbohydrate is going to have you usually be hungrier again in like the next hour or two, and it can inspire more appetite. This is how blood sugar works. It's just what happens. You get more hungry after you crash. And you're like, I need to get my baseline back in. So I said meat and vegetables, smallest amount of carbohydrates possible, but it needs to be the least important thing on your plate. Okay, got it. Cool. Same thing for dinner. No vegetables. I was like, where are your vegetables? So you're filling up on like the least important nutrition. Oh, but everyone in the, Latin America, South America, we all eat high carbohydrates. That is why you guys are basically like the fattest population on the entire planet. I think also like the highest consumers of Coca-Cola full sugar are Latin America, Mexico. Like Mexicans always, always, always have obese households, especially because of the high sugar, high carbohydrate diet, and add fat, and you put moderate low protein. Like, yeah, your composition is going to look like crap, or you're just going to be high body fat. And it clicked, and it made sense. And you know what that was? Collaboration. That was collaboration instead of survival, instead of hiding. All of your best work comes back to not giving up. And is the most basic, stupid platitude. Don't give up, every trainer will say. But what not giving up really means is not fucking quitting on yourself. It's not letting the voice that's going to create the next automatic suggestion for you be a little bitch. Just skip. Go eat a cookie. Go to McDonald's. Go do some fucking stupid shit. Go have some dumb stuff. All it is just going, no. Tomorrow, this is going to happen. I don't want a fatter face. Tomorrow, this is going to happen. I want to be more equipped for my workout. I want to wake up tomorrow in a better spot and not a worse spot. Last story, final story. I had a girl text me. Did good. First, like 2 weeks, fell off. Like I don't. It's like, to me, it's frustrating because I think it's so simple, but then I remember I'm like, oh wait, these guys are like literally emerging into a new world where they have to think about how they eat. Text me a confession because I checked and I was like, yo, your weight is the same since you started. You went down and you're back up. What's up? Fell off, had a sugar fit. I said, thank you. Thank you for telling me. Now we can work on this. I haven't gotten a chance to speak to her yet. I think we're scheduled to talk tomorrow, but I wanted to share what I was going to tell her. First of all, admitting where you were wrong and admitting that you were actually the bad guy and that you might have done something not as well as you could have is like the strongest thing possible. It's like my favorite thing ever when working with someone is when they say that they acknowledge they didn't do what they needed to do. I love doing it too. It's like my favorite thing ever. It's painful. But how you feel afterwards is like everything. It's, dude, you know what? Now that I call out that old version of the shit I did and I see and feel how it doesn't work and how it makes me feel, I don't want to bring that person to my goals anymore. And that's what they were trying to do. Anyone who's having the shit still, and they say they want to quit, you weren't willing to go all the fuck in yet. And that's okay. You get better at going all the fuck in when you get disappointed with realizing half-assed effort doesn't get you anywhere. And you can't fake that talk inside your head that says, yeah, I quit. Yeah, I went a bit lower than I should have. I didn't take the high road. I didn't make the hard choice when I wanted to. And then you get that feeling. That feeling is the truth. And that feeling is your mind telling you, I'm being a little bitch right now. And no one else can hear it but you. But when you say, I did this. Fuck, I did that thing. I had that food I shouldn't have. I talked to that person I shouldn't have. Get your fucking power back. Talk to yourself. What about if you just use those same automatic thoughts to do the harder thing? You probably already know what they are. Just like me. I'm no different. You and me both? You think we're any fucking different? You think I don't think, hey, you should really quit doing this. Stop picking on people as soon as they start disagreeing with you on fitness. Stop calling them fat. Stop calling them stupid. Like, you could sit down and learn for a second about like what it's like being them. You think I don't feel that? You think I don't feel bad when I take a low road or the what's it called? You think I don't feel bad when I take the low route? What's that word? There's a phrase. I'll remember it later. Low road, because it's high road. Take the high road, take the low road. Go low. So when you go low and you hear it and you feel it, that pang of pain, that is you saying, I can't bring him anymore. He's got to grow up. She has got to grow. I got to change. Because on what fucking planet do you bring that? Ooh, can't use that word. It's the most positive mental health message I've ever had. On what planet do you bring that fat, dumb, mouth-eating, mouth-breathing, processed food-eating piece of shit? On what fucking planet do you bring that asshole to your future and go, I deserve the goals? Where? When? When does that happen? You weren't willing to go all the fuck in. And when you find that pain of fuck, I fucked up, sit in it. Think. Talk. To chat. GPT. It'll give you feedback loops. It'll say, hey, all right, you're doing this. This is where you're at. I've been using the fuck out of it lately. Like, I've just been talking to it, and it's been like calling me out on some things. That and my dad. Learning is painful, man. You tell someone or something where you're not doing it right, and if you hear something that makes you feel pain, you're onto something. Because it's hard facing you've been doing things wrong. My dad told me one of the most beautiful, awful, great things I've ever heard, and it was, yeah, sometimes when we look back on how we've been, we realize we're actually not that like hallmark good guy. We're not the protagonist. We're not as good as we think we are. A lot of times we're actually the bad guy. And I said, is there like a more positive way that I can like interpret that right now? Because that kind of hurts. And he goes, well, think about it like this. You may hear someone's side of the story that makes you look terrible. And it'll be right. And then you see your side of it, and then you realize, it makes you look good, and maybe you really did try your best. And so there is no good or bad. But I think the most powerful moments in transformation are when you really are real with yourself and you say, hey, man, it's not cutting it. And it doesn't feel good. It's not cutting it. But guess what? That is you letting that old version of you die. And you couldn't bring him. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I just wanted to share some stories that I feel like got the point across of what changing really means. And I feel really gifted and blessed to be able to have gone through what feels like a change for me in the last 2 weeks that has been really painful, but it's been great. Finding myself again, and that's what I want you to do. Final thing is a call to action here. I am looking for more transformation case studies. If you would like to join or reach out to me and you want to learn how to improve your eating habits, your training habits, see progress, lose body fat, improve your lifestyle altogether, you need someone to talk to about your fitness and set goals for yourself, schedule a consultation down below or DM me on Instagram. Whatever your age, your height, and your weight is, or goals, just say goals on Instagram, message me, and just start a conversation. No obligation to buy anything. It's free to message me. It's free to schedule a consult. But get your ass in here if you feel like this resonated with you. If you feel like, dude, I need to be around, like, I got to do the hard thing. I got to be disciplined. I got to be committed. Schedule, talk. You're really just missing having someone who can show you the way forward in your ear. And if you even get that through me, amazing, through these videos. But if you want to take it to the next level, I am looking for more people to train so that we can get more ripped and happier and tougher and not little bitches anymore. All right? DM me or schedule below. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And I'll see you next week for the next episode. Thanks for listening.